My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is November 22nd, 2024. It is 12:37 a.m. So yesterday I did several videos. I may not have a video early today at 6 a.m. But go check my other channels, Output of Your Service, PYTE, and go back to some of my old videos here on this channel to see what I've already made public, because now I don't schedule them anymore, because some of the squad said that by the time they view the scheduled videos, the topics in those videos no longer relevant. So now every time I finish edit a video, I just made it public. Usually my members will see them first on the day of, but now I just make them public. Okay, so there will be times that I do not have videos because I cannot keep on putting videos out so quickly. And there are times when I go on vacation, there won't be any videos. Unless if it's videos off topic completely or whatever. I don't normally do that anymore, like music videos. I will not say I don't do that anymore. I just haven't done them in a while. So let's look at the background and then go on Twitter. I will be focusing on some tweets that I keep on pushing back, because every time I'm about to do them, there's something new that either Harry's out or Meghan is doing something. So I take these precedent over these. These are some tweets from Left Behinders. And then while I was searching to put more things on this list, I came across some really nice tweets that will be on PYTE about Netflix, Polo, and all of that. Okay, so I've already covered these topics already. They are on PYTE, and some of them are on our Part of Your Service. So go check these videos out. These are some extra things that the squad are talking about that I will do the second video on. Okay, so this is the background. 4,449 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. Estimate revenue $100.19. Analytics. Oh my God, it's taking too long. Okay, 1,203 views in the last 48 hours. I think this boost is because of a short video that I put. This one. Okay, it has 561 views. I think it's because of that. I'm surprised there's no thumbs down. Usually there's thumbs down to my videos. Alright, so that's that. Let's go on Twitter. This is the first tweet. Let me make sure. 79. Also, the same Morgan who outed Kate as one of the people who talk about Archie's skin color when no one was asking him. Okay, so she retweeted that. When was that? On the 20th, 2 days ago, that this post was there. Wow. This after years of abuse hurled at Meghan Markle, absolutely hypocrite. So it's a retweet of Piers Morgan. And then Piers Morgan took a screenshot of somebody else's tweet. So it's retweet after retweet after retweet. Okay, so this is the original one. That's the one I'm gonna stick with to read some of the comments, because this is the squad that came under my timeline. And then this is what Piers Morgan tweeted this and pointed down here to someone else's screenshot. I fear that all the Kate and Williams jokes on social media, and especially the Stephen Colbert material, are going to seem cruel and regrettable with hindsight. It's too easy to forget, especially on Twitter, that these are real people. Oh, please. The thing that Meghan went through, please. So, okay, now I get it. So Piers Morgan felt like this would be the issue because this person who tweeted about Kate, whatever joke that Stephen Colbert made about what's her name, Kate and William, would be cool. But meanwhile, Piers Morgan have been cool to Meghan, and he was the one who named who were the two royal races. I have the video, so here it is.
I will never believe it. But now we can start the process of finding out if they ever got uttered, what the context was, and whether there was any racial intent at all. Like I say, I don't believe there was. The royals who are named in this book are King Charles and Catherine, Princess of Wales.
So I see what she's saying here. Okay, so let's read some of the comment. I'm always amazed that people think bullies like Kate, Camilla, William, and Charles ought to be treated differently from their cruelty toward Meghan, Harry, and their kids. Treating members of their own family so poorly is bloody disgrace and shameful. I hope they continue to get calmer. So pretty much, when they do their thing, the haters, the Piers Morgan, all of these, when they do that thing, they just drop whatever nonsense that they have and then they move on. It's people who's not following, like me and some of other squad, who don't know all the daily abuse that they do to Harry and Meghan. So someone who happen and see that will agree with them because they don't know all his past BS. Okay, there's something I saw. I didn't put it on the list. I'm gonna look for it. Let me go look for it now before I forget. All right, so never mind. I can't find it. I spent about maybe 5-6 minutes. Forget that. Okay, so let's focus on this. Back to this. Dennis people that makes a statement like that are the one hurling insult at Meghan for 8 years. William and Kate have been coddled. If she uttered one single word in support of Meghan Markle over the past 8 years, I didn't see or hear it. Piers Morgan, revert to type every time. I keep pointing out, the Rangers, that Meghan is human. I keep pointing out to the Rangers that Meghan is a human being with emotion and feelings. They find that funny. Honestly, the double standard are shocking. They all are baggage for God. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. So I added to the list while I was looking for the other tweet, which I didn't find. So there's this here. PityParty at the palace. Not King Charles, not my king. There's all of this. Before you judge someone, walk a mile in his shoes. All right, so there's that. Oh my God, what is that? They thrive on this nonsense, those dress up. And I believe the other one, Kate, was not invited or something. They all are baggage for God. Let me read some of the comments and then move on. Abolish the monarchy. That's an ad. I rather not. No idea with what it fills with. Parasites, clown, you must be indignant. He's wearing your Sunday dress. He's a rogue. Ask for them back. So why did this person put... Let me move on. Oh my God. The only reason I put this is because of the next tweet. They just had this party, whatever it is, that event, and I believe Kate was not there, and there's William in the back without Kate. Next tweet. Let me pause. Kate Middleton never had cancer, didn't miss anything. I'm going to say it again. The British media loves to project William and Kate's reality onto Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. When they say Harry and Meghan live a separate life, what they are really telling you is that William and Kate live separately. Alright, so this is a tweet. Did it has a date? Yeah, it has a date. November 19. Okay, Kate Middleton misses White Tide event hosted by Charles, William, and Camilla. Okay, the three people we just saw on the last image, which is why I only put the tweet before this one. So what is this saying here? There's an image of, what's his name? That actor with Knight Rider. Let's see. There's trouble in paradise. Okay, so there's no sound. Oh, that was it. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This has to do with phone hacking. Oh my God, my room is hot and I close the door while I'm recording. The heat is on. Next tweet. Now this is why Harry does what he does, because the illegality was pervasive and extreme and affected so many people. Him as a public figure and member of the royal family, and more importantly, a good and decent human being, is doing this for more than himself. Then he said that in one of the interviews, ITV, I believe it was, where he said, them if you do, them if you don't. Something else that he said, it rather be, who's better to take on the paper than himself, or something like that.
Look at what has happened in the last 4 years to me, my wife, and my family, right? So that was a very hard decision for me to make, which is how bad is it going to get?
Some people would say that you know, you taking on these high-profile battles, that actually attracts more attention onto you.
There is more than enough attention on me and my wife anyway. They pushed me too far. It got to a point where you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I don't think there's anybody else in the world that is better suited and placed to be able to see this through than myself. It's still dangerous.
All right. There were literal regular people who had their lives turned upside down because of tabloid intrusion. I'm glad people are suing. Now, I don't know if these cases are new because of Harry or were already in the works, but either way, I hope MGN goes bankrupt. Good King Harry. Okay, so this is from Reuters. Mirror Group newspaper is facing 101 phone hacking lawsuit from public figures, including actors Kate Winslet. I think they dropped that. I meant to say settle, not drop. Settled it out of court. I think she probably was the first one of the first few people who settled the case out of court. Kate Winslet, I think. Then she dropped it. Sean Beans, this name is brand new to me, and Gillian Anderson, and the estate of late Australian cricketer Shane Warne. London High Court here, November 20th. Kate Winslet, was that all that has to do with medical? Okay, I don't know, like she said, I don't know if some of them are new or just old. Okay, yep, I remember this image. That was during the Queen was alive when they were bashing them. 101 is a massive number when in regard to this kind of situation. I hope it bankrupt MGN. See what the power couple did. They opened the way and empower people. Thank you, Harry and Meghan. Remember when Meghan was suing the paper before, when she was relying on the firm to help her, and they keep on telling her to drop it, including some presenters were saying, you'll never win, she'll never win. It's drip, 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 drip. It's the same thing that Harry said. Them if you do, them if you don't. You might as well face them. Good King Harry, great. In times of old, princes were leaders in battle. The King of England has one son who is a prince by title and another who is a prince by deeds. Death by 1,000 cuts. Good King Harry. All right? That makes sense, this one. Death by 1,000 cuts. So it will get rid of them, and then because so many people are suing them. All right? Let's go to the next tweet. Some of the names sound familiar. Prince Harry get boost and visa case according to Newsweek. This one I just added to the list. A government court filing seen by Newsweek reads, quote, the evidence before the court plainly suffice to show that heritage speculation of impropriety was unfounded. Read. Okay, what is this about? That was November 21st, 2024, yesterday. Prince Harry get boosted. Okay, Prince Harry gets boost and visa case as Biden administration doubles down. Jack Royston, this guy again? Prince Harry's immigration paper. I thought this one was thrown out. This case was closed. Prince Harry's immigration papers should remain private, and any, quote, speculation of impropriety was unfounded according to Biden administration lawyers in a filing seen by Newsweek. It has to do with privacy. The Duke of Sussex revealed and spared that he had experiment. Okay, I see what they're doing here. Because Trump is they're gonna bring that up again. They're gonna bring that up again because of Trump win the office. Because I remember there was one presenter. I still haven't come across that video again. It probably in one of my videos. One of the presenters once said, "Oh, when Trump gets in office, he's gonna throw Harry out." I remember this presenter very well. I just don't want to name him because I can't find the video. He said it very vaguely, you know, after people were talking over and over, and then he said, "Oh, when Trump's getting office, he's gonna throw Harry out." So they're bringing that up to revive this nonsense again. The Duke of Sussex revealed in Piers that he had experimented with illegal drugs throughout his life, including cannabis, magic mushroom, cocaine, and what is it? Ayahuasca? What the hell is that? Conservative think tank the Heritage Foundation sued the Department of Homeland Security, arguing the public had the right to know whether he disclosed such experiences on his visa application. We don't care. Alright, so that's all of this. Okay, lost the case. That's what I thought. The thing was done. Heritage lost the case, but is attempting to overturn the ruling after the full justification of throwing out the claim was redacted to protect Harry's privacy. You could finish with this. This is nonsense. Yeah, okay, so that's that. Let's see some of the comment. Neil Garner has too much time on his hand. As a Brit residing in Washington, he should be more concerned about his own immigration status, especially when he is constantly harassing an American citizen, Meghan. That's very true. Okay, I'll bet everything this harassment of Prince Harry is at the hands of the toxic British media and that family, invisible contract. In other words, under the question, have you taken drug? He answered yes. Why will he lie when it's been news father? That's right, it's been all over. Okay, when he was in the UK, they're mentioning it. Why will he lie when it's been news father since he was a teenager? He didn't lie. They can't accept defeat on their unfounded witch hunt. In short, it's none of your business. Leave Prince Harry alone. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. And I put here hate on Meghan. Let's see here. Academic. Let's see here. The academics enter the chat. The media's portrayal of Meghan Markle revealed the societal tension underlying daily news, particularly concerned race and gender. It also underscores the complexity of news ethic, especially in the UK. So I'm not going to read this article. I'm just focusing on the tweets. And this is an ad. Just a matter of time, I have talked to a couple of my old journalism professors about this. They speak about the UK media and their classes, how they are an aberration to the world of journalism. Yeah, they don't live in reality, these people. About time. So let's go to the next tweet. They make up stuff, and I'm sorry, this is what's happening in the US now. I don't know how this is gonna stop. UK tabloids know they are in big trouble because they are settling phone hacking cases all over. Prince Harry will see you in court. Alright, so any dates on this? There's no dates on this. The Guardian. Former England footballer Kieran Dyer settled Mirror phone hacking case. Dyer received apology and undisclosed sum after MGN Limited admitted unlawful access of private information. So they admit they were doing phone hacking. Let's see how they deal with Harry. Okay, former Newscast United and England footballer Kieran Dyer has received an apology and an undisclosed sum after Mirror publisher MGN Limited admitted to targeting him with unlawful voicemail interception and private investigator use between 2003 and 2005. There's the article here. I'm not gonna read it. Let me bookmark it just in case. Okay, that's an ad, and that was it. If you guys want me to get the link for you, just make sure you put the timestamp where I'm reading this and let me know so I could go straight to it and then get the link and come back. Okay, this one I don't think I'm gonna read it all. Department of Homeland Security clapped back to Heritage motion for relief from judge's ruling of hell no, you have no right to see visa application of Prince Harry. So this is someone else who's mentioning it. Okay, so this is the court document. And that's, if I knew they were related with that tweet that I just read, I would have put it with that. So I'm not going to read it. Let's see what date they put here. 11/19/2024. That was a couple days ago. You could pause and read it, okay? There it is again. Just pause and read it. Okay, so she highlighted this. I'll read that. After reviewing the in-camera submissions, the court was satisfied that the Dukes of Sussex private interests and his immigration information outweighed any public interest, granted summary judgment in defendant's favor. Alright, so that's that. You could pause and read everything. So that was on November 19, couple days ago. These people are ridiculous. They denied it again. All right, apologies. I wasn't clear that the DHS replied to the Heritage Foundation initial brief as to why they believe the judge's ruling shouldn't stand. DHS was like, hell nah. Brilliant. That's an ad, and that's it. Let's go to the next tweet. My goodness, these people, so many important things that's going into the world. They have so much money and so much time on their hand to bother someone else's well-being. Let me pause this. That's a GIF though. Okay, next tweet. I think the royal family hate Queen Elizabeth because why do they continue to push the narrative that she was a mean, nasty, petty, evil, racist, that's the B word? What good reason do they have? Because surely everyone with a functioning brain knows this kind of reporting doesn't make Elizabeth look good. It definitely lends credibility and credence to everything Harry and Meghan have said about how Meghan was treated by the immediate family. And then to report that Elizabeth hated Lilibet's name and she complained to anyone who will listen is another strange move because yet again it proves Harry and Meghan were correct in everything they said. I mean, oh well, keep going I guess. You all just making Meghan look even better for putting up with that aggressive behavior as long as she did, and you're making the royal look atrocious. Okay, so let's retweet. Let's read this retweet. I see we're back to calling Queen Elizabeth II a mean, passive-aggressive B, that's the B word, who hated her granddaughter-in-law so much she pretended to care for her face while telling everyone else how much she hated her, then went to the BBC to complain about a newborn's name, keep reminding us her institution is absolutely trash. They can write all the dissertation they want. Not one of them have any concrete proof. It's all a conjecture. And by the way, if they all claim to believe Meghan wasn't in it from the start, how do we think they interpret any of her action, even sneezing in front of one of them? Okay, my guess is that the contrast between the level of respect for Queen Elizabeth II compared to her successor is getting to them. To King Charles III in particular, a lot of the anti-monarchists like me respect the way she did what she saw as her duty for 70 years, Charles and Camilla, and got it. Alright, these people never care about Queen Elizabeth II. A few hours after her death, they were more focused on changing her title and were laughing out loud at the funeral reception. Yep, I remember that. And not to mention how badly they treated Harry and Meghan at the funeral. They don't care about tarnishing her memory. They didn't even, I remember covering this. They didn't even talk about her history, the thing that she did for the country or anything like that. They were too focused on Meghan only. They were focused on Meghan non-stop, day in and day out. Okay, I'm watching Queen Victoria and the Scottish men. The way they talk about the Queen is crazy, but she loved the underdog, so I don't believe all these stories. Charles has and always will be bitter about his own mother. She lived a long life, thus keeping him from the throne for so long. That's the rolling eye. She adores Harry and Meghan, which infuriated him and Willie, and wasn't too keen on Camilla. So now that she's gone, they want to trash her. That's a very good point. That is true. I know, right? Making out the Queen to be unforgiving and unhappy in front of her aides because she is dead. They have no respect. If the UK tabloid is trashing the Queen now, maybe it's because of the lawsuit that's coming up. And the Queen was for Harry to go after the papers. Maybe that's why they're tarnishing her name or they're talking about her now.
Up to the top, this was lawyers, this was high executives. And to be able to achieve that in a trial, and that's a monumental victory.
When you said in court documents that the Queen, your granny as you call her, supported your claim. What do you think she would think of what you're doing now?
I wish we had many conversations before she passed. This is very much something that she supported. She knew how much this meant to me. I think she's very much up there going, see this through to the end, without question.
Alright, so this is the last one. Maybe because she was all those things in her heydays, how did she treat her sister and other female who married into the family? She was a jealous, small, and petty woman. Okay, I don't agree with that. Let me just stop now. Let me go to the next one. This has to do with Queen Elizabeth II. The funeral. Okay, what did I put here? Is there any videos? Let's see here. Okay, can I see this? Okay, I cannot see that. British media wants you to ignore all evidence to the contrary and to believe the 3 women. Okay, there it is here. Look at how they treated Meghan. Okay, British media wants you to ignore all evidence to the contrary and to believe the 3 women in the front were kind to Meghan. Let's visit here. To be honest, I bet there is a lot of truth to the idea that Meghan was giving more support in the early stages than any of these 3 women were. And all 3 of them believe that's more than Meghan deserved and are resentful of it, so they treated her like shit. Well, there might be some truth to this. Why? Because Princess Diana was saying when she was dating Charles, the institution, the queen, everybody treated her well. But until she married, they didn't care for her.
There's people pushing and there are people pulling, all in the same direction.
So you're being what? Pushed by family?
Yeah, my family looked great, and so did my friends, and so did Charles's family. They liked me. They were very good to me when I was a guest.
What does that mean?
We used to change when I was a daughter-in-law. Positions changed.
Okay, so there might be some truth to this. I think there is more truth to the Queen's allowing Meghan access to her early compared to these 3 women, and the fact that Meghan was more accomplished in her own right and liked by many made them resentful. That's another very good point. And then probably conversation that Meghan had with the Queen and seeing that she has something in her brain, unlike these. Okay, she knew that Meghan wasn't here for the wealth or anything like that because Meghan was already accomplished, which is what she said here. Yep, I don't think it has occurred to any of them that Meghan deserved that. And look, even if all things were equal and we weren't talking about a mistress, wisteria, and a wet blanket, they should want better for the married ends, and those 3 just don't. Toxic wisteria. There's that. What is that? Okay. What I don't seem to get is their thought process when they use Kate to beat Meghan, then turn around and expect Meghan to defend Kate even when the criticism is just random online. I don't know. I really don't know. What they do is abuse Meghan on national print and vision media daily, but want Meghan to come and rescue that one. You know, that's their baggage. Let me read these and then that's it. I love the fact that Meghan's standing tall and they're alone. Okay, that is true. She's talking about that picture. All right. And it gives us perfect, it's similar to how they treated Harry with the uniform thing. They all put their uniform, and meanwhile, Harry was the only one without the uniform, which make him stand out better than the others. That's another good point as well. I'll show you the picture that I'm talking about. I have it. Okay, whatever's here, that's it. Bottom up. The same media took great delight in letting us know how much these same women couldn't stand her. Plus, we saw what they did to her in church during the Commonwealth service and full view of the world's press. Another good point. We saw how badly they treated her in public in front of millions in church at a funeral, and we are expected to believe that in private behind closed doors. They didn't treat her far worse. How stupid do they think we are? Royalist level IQ. Same thing with MAGAs. Their lying mouths meet their lying eyes yet. That's a very good point. People could see from the images. The 3 in front are the one and only original witches. There's the B word of Windsor. They can't even pretend to be nice at the Queen's funeral. That's the thing. The hoe, the fake, the wannabe. She has a name for all 3. But those 3 will each get their just desserts. Let them burn in their own private hell. I love the fact Meghan is standing tall and they're alone. Yeah. Okay, so this is my last one. Okay, this is a video and I put LOL. Let's see here. This is my last one, like I said. Okay. While I was looking for that tweet that I paused for a while and I didn't find it, and I came across this and I thought I put this. They met when he was 18 and she was 34 and married. Okay, so she was married. I listened to it. She was married and he was single and 18. They met when he was 18 and she was 34 and married. You just know they won't have an easy ride, but I love the fact that 41 years on, they are unmarried with no children and still strong like an axe. Sometimes love really conquers all. It's 1 minute and 26 seconds. There will be screenshot, okay?
Are you two a couple?
We are, but
Would you mind just telling us the quick story of how you first met?
It's 40
you can
years
do
ago.
that.
That's fine. That's
Just
fine.
start me off with proofs. So.
It's 40 years ago in Oxfordshire. My husband worked in a Roco factory in the village. He was a young 18-year-old boy, left home in Wolverhampton, came to live in the village. I'm 75. Lived in the village and got a part-time job. Got a job up there. That's how I met him. Left my husband and we went off to London. We've lived in Ibiza, Barcelona, Mallorca, all over the place. Brighton. We've been together since I was 34 and he was 18, and now I'm 75 and he's 60. No kids. Not married even.
What else do you want to know?
2 more questions, then we'll let you go. 41 years in, what's your favorite thing about her?
Everything.
If you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one, she's the best heart in the world.
What's your favorite thing about him?
There isn't one, is there?
I like everything about him because I don't know anybody like him. He's very different. Yeah, he's reliable and he gives me an exciting life. He takes off. He's not one of these sit at home do nothing type. Do you know what I mean?
Take
Yeah.
risks.
Final question. What advice would you give to a new couple that just met that wants to make it 41 years together?
Don't try and change.
Don't
anything
change
about
each other and don't always be together. You know what I mean? That's fatal. You have to have your own lives away as well and go off and do what you want as well.
What are your names?
Spencer and Anita.
Anita.
Okay, so that's that. I'm not gonna go in the comment. I thought that was a nice story. Alright, so please take a moment to subscribe, like and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I just lost 1 subscriber. Alright, so that's it. So hop on to PYTE. I will be talking about this. This will be the first tweet. Okay, so this is something that I responded to and I put it will be first. I think I talked about it already, but anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.